Julia was 29, smart, and working hard as a graphic designer in New York. She had a good salary, no kids, and no huge debts. But somehow, every month, her bank account ended up close to zero. She didn't shop a lot or drive a fancy car. She didn't even go on vacations often. Still, money kept disappearing. Then one day, she applied for a mortgage. The bank said no. Her credit score was okay, but her savings were too low. Julia sat in shock. Where did all my money go? She thought. She pulled out her phone and started looking through her bank app. The answer was surprising. It wasn't big purchases. It wasn't shopping sprees. It was the small things. Daily coffee orders, food delivery, app subscriptions. $12 here, $9.99 there. That was the moment Julia realized. It's not what you buy once. It's what you keep buying without thinking. Number 1. The hidden villain. Micro-luxuries and dopamine drips. Julia thought she was careful with money. She didn't buy designer bags or luxury cars. But what she did buy were little treats, things that felt small and harmless. A smoothie after work, extra fast delivery on Amazon, a new phone case just because it was cute, a $5 coffee every morning, a new skincare app. These are called micro-luxuries, small purchases that give us a quick feeling of happiness. Science shows that when we buy something new, our brain gets a chemical hit of dopamine, the feel-good hormone. It's the same thing that happens with sugar or social media likes. But the feeling doesn't last long. So we buy more and more. Over time, these little purchases become a habit. We don't even think before buying. That's how we slowly spend hundreds or even thousands without realizing it. In 2024, the average person spent over $4,000 a year on small, emotional purchases. Most didn't remember what they even bought. Julia saw the pattern. These things weren't making her rich or happy. They were just making her broke, one small swipe at a time. The real danger? It's not the big spending. It's the little spending we don't notice. Number 2. The subscription sinkhole, the new middle-class trap. Julia kept digging through her bank statements. That's when she found another money trap, subscriptions. She had 7 streaming services, a music app, a language learning app, a fitness app, a few free trials that she forgot to cancel, and software for work she no longer used. Each one seemed cheap. $5.99 here, $12.99 there. But together, they added up to over $200 a month. That's more than $2,400 a year, money going out automatically without her even noticing. This is called the subscription sinkhole. It's one of the biggest money traps for middle-class people today. Companies love subscriptions because you forget about them. You sign up once, and the money keeps flowing from your account every month, even if you don't use the service. Many people now spend more on subscriptions than groceries, without realizing it. Subscriptions feel smart because they're low cost and easy. But if you're not using them, they're just quiet money leaks. Julia made a simple rule. If she didn't use it every week, she canceled it. In one afternoon, she cut 5 subscriptions and saved almost $100 a month. If you wouldn't pay for it in cash today, why let it auto-charge you every month? Number 3. The tech trap. Buying convenience instead of control. Julia also noticed something else. She was spending a lot of money just to make life easier. She ordered food instead of cooking, took Ubers instead of walking or using the subway, paid for apps that planned her meals, managed her calendar, even reminded her to drink water. These things seemed helpful, but they were costing her hundreds every month. This is what experts call the convenience trap. We now live in a world where almost anything can be done for us for a price. But here's the catch. The more you pay for convenience, the less control you have over your money, time, and habits. Convenience feels good in the moment. It saves a few minutes here and there. But over time, it adds up and it makes you more dependent. Julia realized she wasn't paying for things she needed. She was paying to avoid thinking, planning, and doing. That's called the convenience tax. Extra money you pay because you didn't prepare. She started cooking simple meals, walking more, and using free tools instead of paid ones. In 1 month, she saved $350. Sometimes, saving money isn't about working harder. It's about doing more for yourself. Number 4. Future self-shopping. You buy a treadmill because future you'll work out. You buy 5 books because future you will read more. You buy expensive kitchen tools because future you will cook every day. This is called future self-shopping. It sounds smart, but often it's just a fantasy version of yourself spending money. You don't need gear, you need habits. Before buying, ask, am I already doing this behavior? Would I still want this if I had to use it today? Don't shop for the person you want to be. Build that person with action, not Amazon orders. Number 5. Social spending and aspirational debt. Julia began to notice something else. She was spending money to keep up with others. Her friends were going on weekend trips, posting new outfits, eating at fancy restaurants, upgrading their phones. She felt pressure to do the same, even if she couldn't really afford it. This is called social spending, buying things just to feel included or accepted. There's also something called aspirational debt. It means spending money to look like the life you wish you had, not the one you actually do. Social media makes this worse. We see people who seem richer, cooler, or more successful. We try to match their lifestyle, even if it means using credit cards or draining our savings. But most of what we see online isn't even real. Many people are also in debt, just like Julia. They're just better at hiding it. Julia decided to stop comparing herself. She unfollowed accounts that made her feel behind. She focused on her goals, not other people's lives. In just a few weeks, she felt more confident and spent less. Trying to look rich is one of the fastest ways to stay poor. Real wealth is quiet. So is smart spending. The psychology of identity-based spending. Julia had one more big realization. She was spending money to become a certain type of person. She bought a $90 yoga app because she wanted to be healthy. She bought a fancy laptop to feel like a real designer. She booked weekend trips to feel like an adventurous traveler. This is called identity-based spending, buying things to match the image we have of ourselves, or who we want to become. There's nothing wrong with wanting to grow or improve. But the problem comes when we try to buy the feeling instead of building the habit. Experts call this identity economics. We make money choices based on how we see ourselves or how we want others to see us. Julia asked herself a powerful question. Am I buying this because I need it or because I want to feel like someone else? That one question changed everything. She stopped spending to impress others or to play a role. She started spending on what truly mattered to her. You don't need to buy the lifestyle. You can create it slowly with intention and without going broke. The $100 rule and value spending. Julia didn't want to feel broke anymore, so she made a big change. She started using something called the $100 rule. Spend more on what you truly love and spend way less on things you don't care about. She realized she loved design tools and quiet weekend getaways, but she didn't care about takeout food, trendy clothes, or expensive beauty products. So she cut out 80% of her small, useless spending, canceled subscriptions, deleted food apps, and stopped shopping when she was bored. She also created a no-buy list, things she promised not to buy for 30 days unless it was an emergency. She set one weekly budget meeting with herself and kept a journal to track emotional spending. After just 6 months, Julia saved $8,000, paid off her credit card, and got approved for a mortgage. The key? Spend with purpose, not pressure. Julia learned a powerful lesson. It wasn't about how much she earned, it was about how she spent. Today, we're told that buying more will make us happy. That small treats, monthly subscriptions, and quick delivery are normal. But that's the lie. The truth? Most people don't go broke from one big purchase. They go broke from hundreds of small, automatic ones they don't even notice. Julia stopped chasing the perfect life shown on social media. She stopped spending to feel better and started building habits that made her stronger. You don't need to buy every new thing. You don't need to upgrade your life every week. You just need to take back control. If you feel stuck, start by tracking your spending for 1 week. You'll see the leaks, then plug them. Small changes can lead to big freedom. Don't buy the lie. Buy your future. Ready to take control of your money? Start a 7-day spending audit. Track every dollar, no matter how small. Then, share your biggest money leak in the comments. Join others who are cutting the waste and building real wealth. Subscribe for more simple, smart money tips that actually work. No fluff, no guilt, just real results. Don't forget to like and comment on the channel to see more content like this. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.